Our next heart-to-heart is back in Colony 6, just outside the actual reconstruction area on Hope Farm. We can find a heart-to-heart on this little section. It's not the other one. The other one we can't see just yet. That one down there. It's still on the ledge, but it's still down from here. This is the one that we are looking for. This one is between Sharla and Dunban at Purple Flower Affinity, and once again it will only open up after you have completed Galahad Fortress, meaning Fiora's in the party. So, let's talk about this one a little bit more. This is Dunban's right arm. Dunban, how's your arm holding up? You mean this old thing? The others told me what happened a year ago at Sword Valley. It must have been very painful. So we have two options. I don't need your sympathy, or it hardly even bothers me now. It hardly even bothers me now is the better option because I don't need your sympathy is quite combative. So let's go with that. I don't need your sympathy. Well, excuse me for being concerned about your well-being. It's like her full-time job in the party sometimes. I'm sorry, that was rude of me. But I'm fine. I'm sure I've told you I can move it almost perfectly. I don't think so. In fact, I heard you could barely move it at all. Looks like the game is up. She doesn't miss a thing. Tell me the truth. How much can you move your right arm? So we have two options. A bit, and be honest, or as well as anyone, and lie. This time lying is the bad option because she's already caught us, so let's lie some more. As well as anyone. If you think I'm going to believe that, you don't know me at all. But it's just... Can't you see I'm trying to help? You don't need to try and shield me from any of this. Sharla, I've seen all kinds of things during my time on the battlefield. If you think I can't handle the truth, well, you're wrong. So there's no need to try and be all secretive. I apologize, Sharla. I was wrong to doubt you. Now you just have to remember that in the future. And we got a little bit of sympathy towards the end between both of them, but we'll see if we can't do a little better. I'm betting we can. Dunban's right arm, this time where Dunban isn't in complete denial. Dunban, how's your arm holding up? You mean this old thing? The others told me what happened a year ago at Sword Valley. It must have been very painful. I don't need your sympathy. Well, excuse me for being concerned about your well-being. I'm sorry, that was rude of me. But I'm fine. I'm sure I've told you I can move it almost perfectly. I don't think so. In fact, I heard you could barely move it at all. Looks like the game is up. She doesn't miss a thing. Tell me the truth. How much can you move your right arm? A bit. I knew it. Finally, the truth comes out. Did you really know all along? I'm a medic, aren't I? Anyway, at least you still have some movement. That's very positive. Yes, I still have some feeling. All hope is not lost. Why not get Lenata to look at it? She might be able to help you. I hadn't thought of that. Well, what are you waiting for? Come on, you and me are heading for Junks. What? Right now? Yep. And I won't hear any of your excuses, Dunban. Hurry up. This must be what it feels like to be Juju. That it probably does. Although, my notes just say after Galahad Fortress. So, I'm not... Wait, I have to think about this one. No, you would have known Lenata because I don't believe you can warp until after you have met her. So, I don't think you can go back without her assistant. Well, without knowing about her, so... I had to think about that one. Is it possible for you to complete Galahad Fortress and not have met Lenata come back and do this? And I don't think that's actually possible. Dunban's right arm. This time, he won't deny it from the beginning. I know that's kind of a stretch, but it's been pretty obvious that his arm doesn't work right. Dunban, how's your arm holding up? You mean this old thing? The others told me what happened a year ago at Sword Valley. It must have been very painful. It hardly even bothers me now. I'm used to this left-handed style now. It must be tough, though. Only a year ago you were fighting with the Monado, and this is your reward. You think losing the use of one arm is going to hold me back? You really can't use your right arm then? That's a real shame. So we have two options once more. I have no regrets, which is the better option, and I'm perfectly fine like this, which is the worse option. I don't know, this one's a little bit more difficult to figure out if you're going in blind, but I guess saying that it was worth it would be better than, yeah, it's alright. So let's go with, yeah, it's alright. I'm perfectly fine like this. No, you're not. I'm fine because I know it was all for the best. I had no choice. There was no one else able to use the Monado. Well, I suppose I did it because I had to, and I have no regrets. Dunban, ever the humble hero. I'm sorry for pushing you. I just wanted you to know I care. I know. Thank you. Your honesty is refreshing, and I really appreciate it. Hooray, honesty! And he was also honest in turn. Dunban's right arm. The right way. Hopefully we'll all be honest. It'll all be great. If I can get another level, maybe. Dunban, how's your arm holding up? You mean this old thing? The others told me what happened a year ago at Sword Valley. It must have been very painful. It hardly even bothers me now. I'm used to this left-handed style now. It must be tough, though. Only a year ago you were fighting with the Monado, and this is your reward. You think losing the use of one arm is going to hold me back? You really can't use your right arm then? That's a real shame. I have no regrets. Without the Monado, we would never have repelled the Mechon. I did what anyone would have done. There you go again, showing off in that special Dunban way. I wouldn't be in any fit state to be showing off if not for all of you. Wow, that's some honesty right there. I can't believe I've stripped away so many layers so quickly. Did I say too much? No, it was quite sweet, actually. No. Can I ask you not to tell Ryan about this conversation? If he ever found out, I wouldn't hear the end of it. Don't worry, my lips are sealed. Unless he acts dumb in front of you, then who knows? He might turn on the Rhine charm. I'll meet you at the next one. Our next heart-to-heart takes us back to the hidden Machina village. At the Ether Light, there is a heart-to-heart that we can see here between Sharla and Fiora, but only at night. After all, this one is called a nighttime chat. Once again, green affinity between Sharla and Fiora. Let's head in. Sorry to drag you away at a time like this. It's okay. What did you want to talk about? I didn't want to say this earlier, but until I met you, I thought Melia was the one for him. For whom? Are you talking about Shulk? Yeah. Don't get me wrong, I don't want to meddle, I'm just an onlooker. I don't really mind which one of you gets the guy. So we have two options. Thanks, I think, or oh no. Let's go with the worst option, which is oh no. Something up, Fiora? Yes, something's definitely up. You see what my body is like now? Why would he pick me over Melia? Talk to me, Fiora. I'm a girl too, so I can relate. You can? Or, no you can't. Let's be mean about it. No you can't. Maybe that was a bit of a strong statement on my part. No, it's fine. Just don't pity me or anything. I won't. I would never feel sorry for you. Wait, no, that came out wrong. Sharla, where are you going with this? I don't look at you and think you're someone that needs pity. but I care about you a lot, and I do worry about you. About your new body and how things are going with Shulk. Probably think I should learn to mind my own business. Don't be silly, I don't think that. You're so nice to me, Sharla. Here I am complaining and you're just worried I'm okay. It's who I am. I'm glad I got to tell you about it. And sorry that I pulled you away from you-know-who. That's okay, I enjoyed chatting to you. We should do it more often. I need more affinity for that to happen more often, but it does seem that the women kind of always talk about relationships, doesn't it? I don't know. A nighttime chat, and this time Fiora is willing to accept some of Sharla's sympathy? Sure. Sorry to drag you away at a time like this. It's okay. What did you want to talk about? I didn't want to say this earlier, but until I met you, I thought Melia was the one for him. For whom? Are you talking about Shulk? Yeah. Don't get me wrong, I don't want to meddle, I'm just an onlooker. I don't really mind which one of you gets the guy. Oh no. Something up, Fiora? Yes, something is definitely up. You see what my body's like now. Why would he pick me over Melia? Talk to me, Fiora. I'm a girl too, so I can relate. You can? Yes, and I want you to remember something. None of us look at you as someone who needs our pity or anything. How can you speak for everyone? Because I see it in their eyes, especially Shulk's. He deeply regrets that he couldn't stop this happening to you, but his feelings for you are still clear as day. I'm sorry, that may make you worry that you're a burden to him. But you needed to know that, to know how he feels about you. I didn't realize any of this. I was convinced everyone just felt sorry for me, including him. I know you all care about me a lot. I guess I just read it a bit wrong. Well, it's hard for me to know for sure what anyone else is thinking, or what you're thinking about when they're thinking, or what you're thinking about what they're thinking. Even so, listening to what you say makes me feel I was mistaken. Probably. But who can blame you for trusting what's in your heart? You're right. Thank you, Sharla. And if I ever look like I haven't understood something like this, be sure to let me know. I'll try, but I don't know. Taking advice from Sharla about bodies kind of means showing it off, and I'll make quite a few people happy. I'm just throwing that out there. A nighttime chat. This time, perhaps Fiora can take a compliment. Sorry to drag you away at a time like this. It's okay, what did you want to talk about? I didn't want to say this earlier, but until I met you, I thought Melia was the one for him. For whom? Are you talking about Shulk? Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to meddle, I'm just an onlooker. I don't really mind which one of you gets the guy. Thanks, I think. I know that you're a big deal to the boy, so don't worry. Lately, that's been clear as can be. Lately? You mean after he found me? Yeah, since you came back. I mean, Shulk looked out for everyone like the good guy he is, but he's definitely changed since you joined us. So we have two more options. He has? How do you mean? Or, I don't think he's changed. It's kind of weird for me, because I would say he has, how do you mean, is the better option, but that's actually the worse option. I don't think he's changed is the better option, although, like, she wasn't around for the part that Sharla is talking about from where he changed from, so I don't know. I'm overthinking it. He has, how do you mean, is the worse option, so let's go for it. He doesn't seem so grimly determined. Grim anything doesn't sound much like Shulk to me. He might not have even noticed the change himself. But I did. Dunban did. Riki might have done. But not Melia and Ryan? They saw him differently. Ryan's been going through almost the same thing as Shulk. And Melia... Melia what? What were you going to say? You'll have to talk to her if you want to find that out. I shouldn't be the one to tell you. Fair enough. But I'd still be happy to see either of you get together with Shulk. That's kind of you, Sharla. Wish me luck. Put on some clothes if you don't want to try to steal Shulk from me, though. A nighttime chat, this time the right way. We'll have to see how it goes. This one's been kind of back and forth for me. Sorry to drag you away at a time like this. It's okay. What did you want to talk about? I didn't want to say this earlier, but until I met you, I thought Melia was the one for him. For whom? Are you talking about Shulk? Yeah. Don't get me wrong, I don't want to meddle. I'm just an onlooker. I don't really mind which one of you gets the guy. Thanks, I think. I know that you're a big deal to the boy, so don't worry. Lately, that's been clear as can be. Lately? You mean after he found me? Yeah, since you came back. I mean, Shulk looked out for everyone like the good guy he is. But he's definitely changed since you joined us. I don't think he's changed. That makes sense. You didn't see him until after you met up again. I know, but do you really think Shulk has changed that much? I don't mean it in a bad way. He's still basically the same guy. Well, that's a relief. So he never stopped being kind and sweet. Not for a second. But that's not what I mean. It's subtle, but he's stronger now. I think it's because he knows he has to protect you from now on. That's reassuring. I'm glad he hasn't changed too much, though. I would hate for Shulk to stop being Shulk. Maybe he tried really hard to stop himself from changing. That doesn't sound very practical. I meant, like, subconsciously. Maybe part of him really wanted to keep hold of who he was. You could well be right. Shulk's a kind enough person that deep down he'd want to stay kind. Thanks for telling me about all this, Sharla. Don't worry, no thanks needed. Just hang in there, okay? We'll try to hang in there, and we'll see if we can't, like, start pairing people off, since apparently that's where these heart-to-hearts are going. I'll meet you at the next one. Our next heart-to-heart is back in Tephra Cave at the Spring of Grief. You do have to be here at night so that you get the beam of light there, I'm assuming. Let's take a look at the heart-to-heart. This is going to be between Dunban and Riki at Purple Flower Affinity. This is Glowing in the Night. Dun, Riki can see hanging strings. They are quite remarkable. This is an amazing sight. Riki, know what strings are. You do? Well, what are they? So, we have two options. One's better than the other, clearly. Riki not tell Dunban for free is the worst option. Riki tell Dunban is far better. So let's start with Riki not tell Dunban for free. Quid pro quo. That's quid pro quo, Riki. Where did you learn that? Ryan told Riki. Did he now? I suggest thinking twice before listening to him, Riki. So then, what can I do for you? So we have two more options. This one's going pretty quick. We have Dunban tell Riki big secret, which is actually the better option compared to Dunban help Riki pay off debt. I guess, well, I don't know. You shouldn't have made it here either way. This one's pretty obvious. But Dunban help Riki pay off debt is the worst option. So let's go with that. Dunban help Riki pay off debt. So Riki and Dunban make deal? Never. Riki not happy. Sulky sulk. You see, Riki, I am not Melia. Cuteness alone won't win me over. You'll just have to try harder. Dunban! I'm not making any kind of deal with you. If you run away, I'll be the one left working off your debt. And I don't think the Hero Pawn moniker would suit me very well. No, that not needed. Riki see Dunban in Dream. What? He's calling him Dunban. Dunban working at Pollen Works. That suit you great. We must prevent this from happening at all costs. Oh. And once again, Riki and Dunban together are quite entertaining. But that doesn't mean we're going to stick with the worst option. Let's go with Glowing in the Night. This time a little bit better, where Dunban hopefully doesn't have to work in pollen works for the rest of his life. Dun, Riki can see hanging strings. They are quite remarkable. It's an amazing sight. Riki, know what strings are. You do? Well, what are they? Riki not tell Dun for free. Quid pro quo. That's quid pro quo, Riki. And where did you learn that? Ryan told Riki. Did he now? I suggest thinking twice before listening to him, Riki. So then, what can I do for you? Dun tell Riki big secret. Riki not know anything about Dun. Please tell Riki. Why, of course, I'd be happy to. But I'm really not that interesting. That not matter. Tell Riki, what food Dun not like? Let me see. Something I dislike. Sweet wasabi. The sweetness evokes tears and induces terrible bowel movements. Thanks for that information, Dun. Haha, Dun funny. Sweet wasabi make Dun yuck. Dun like Riki's little pond. I see. You find this funny, do you? Well, back to the point at hand. What do you know about these strings? They caused by ether power. Riki's lesson over. I could have told you that, Riki. You tricked me. Riki want to know about Dun, so Riki and Dun be friends. Well, if you put it so nicely, how can I refuse? How can you refuse indeed? I'll refuse. I'll do it a different way. Glowing in the Night. Let's see if Riki does in fact have something better to say if he says it up front. Dun, Riki can see hanging strings. They are quite remarkable. It's an amazing sight. Riki, know what strings are. You do? Well, what are they? Riki, tell Dun. The power of ether. I see. And what else? Riki not know anything else. Even I know more than that, Riki. Do they even have schools where you're from? Dun is my hero. He know way more than Riki. Doesn't take much. Riki, are you alright? You seem to be taken aback. Riki surrenders, or string his fishing line. So we can either be wrong, or admit defeat. We will be wrong, because that's the worst option. String his fishing line. Fishing line, you say? That's quite the conclusion to draw, Riki. Okay, Riki changes mind. Now it is a spider web. A great big spider go around spinning lots of webs. I cannot tell if you're joking or you actually believe this nonsense. Riki upset with Dun. Why Dun so angry with Riki? I am not angry with you, Riki. If you don't know the answer, just tell the truth. Sorry, Dun. Riki embarrassed at not knowing. We should never be embarrassed by what we do not know. Dun right. Riki, listen now. Please, Dun, teach Riki more. I'd be happy to. There is much we can learn from each other on our journey. Have you figured out how to tank yet? Glowing in the Night. The right way. This time, Riki admits defeat. Knows that he doesn't know anything. Dun, Riki can see hanging strings. They are quite remarkable. It's an amazing sight. Riki, know what strings are. You do? Well, what are they? Riki, tell Dun. The power of ether. I see. And what else? Riki not know anything else. Even I know more than that, Riki. Do they even have schools where you're from? Dun is my hero. He know way more than Riki. Riki, are you alright? You seem to be taken aback. Riki surrenders. Riki, my friend. It is not the end of the world if you don't know something. Good. Because Riki know nothing about ether. Regret not listening at school. There is much I do not know as well, Riki. Bionis is a rich and diverse place. Even I have much to learn. But why strings only appear at night? Why Bionis Titan make them that way? Riki, you are the funniest Nalpon I know. And you know what? I believe the Bionis itself may have forgotten the reason. Riki loved traveling with Dun, the best partner ever. Why, thank you, Riki. I enjoy visiting the mysterious wonders of Bionis as much as you. Riki never want to leave friends! Hooray, Riki's with us forever! I'll meet you at the next heart-to-heart.